Hey friends, what's up? It's Moses here from Driver Success. I hope you guys are doing well. I've been getting a lot of questions from drivers about the differences in the jobs that JB Hunt offers. And so today, I just want to kind of give you an understanding of how the jobs or the different positions at JB Hunt work. Some of these are going to be the same thing with other companies, like when we talk about over the road, dedicated, local, and that stuff. So let's start with those basic things. Over the road, over the road just means that you are going to be driving, just like the word says, over the road. And basically, with JB Hunt, over the road means you're going to be away from home for more than a week. Most likely, you're going to be home for weeks at a time. Then, when you get time off, you'll have a couple of days off and then go back on the road. It also means that you're going to be driving all over the place. You don't have a specific location that you are driving in. You may be in California today, and then they give you a load from California that takes you to Wisconsin. From Wisconsin, they may get you a load that takes you down to, say, Florida. And then while you are there, they may get you a load that takes you to Washington. You're all over the place. You don't have a specific place you are driving into, and you are away from home probably for a couple of weeks before you get your time off. Then regional. Regional just really means that you're going to be driving, within states that surround your home state. That's usually what regional is about. You just drive within a particular region, and usually it may be somewhere with like maybe 3 to 7 states that you drive in, okay? And usually you are away for some days and then home for the weekend. That's most of the time how regional positions work. You go away for maybe during the week, maybe from Monday to Friday. You get home on maybe Friday evening or Saturday, somewhere maybe around before, maybe Saturday morning, let me say. And then you get a 34-hour restart. You go back on the road. So you are away from home for some days, and then you go back home. Now, some of the regional jobs, you may even be able to get home within the week. It just depends. You could get a run where it's a regional run, but it could also afford you to get home maybe within the week, maybe 2 days within the week, plus your weekend. And then for the local position, that means you are home every day, and you drive within a 150-mile radius. So you are usually driving within a city, within a few miles. It's just 150-mile radius. That's what you are driving in. So that's the difference between a local, regional, and dedicated. Then you have what we call intermodal. Intermodal basically is you are getting loads from the rail to customers, and then from customers back to the rail. Now, you could be a local intermodal. That means every day you get to go home, but still you are just getting loads from the rail to customers and from customers to the rail. That is still intermodal. You could also be an intermodal driver, but a regional driver, meaning you are still getting loads from the rail to customers and from customers to rail, but you go beyond the 150-mile radius, and you are probably not home every day. So you are home maybe on the weekends, but you are still an intermodal driver. I think that is one of the things that has been confusing most people. They think that intermodal is different from the local and then the regional. You can be an intermodal local driver. You can also be an intermodal regional driver. Now, I haven't seen any intermodal over-the-road driver. The reason being that intermodal is we put our loads on the train. So when you're talking about taking the loads far away, usually the train does that. And then when the loads come closer to the customer, they give those loads to the truck drivers. So you could be taking them to customers that are close by or customers that are a little further away, again depending on whether you're a regional or a local truck driver. And then we have dedicated accounts. Dedicated accounts just mean that you are driving for a particular customer. So for example, if we have an account with, say, Target, right? It means that you as the driver only drive for Target. So usually our trucks are even at their location, like at their facility. That's where the drivers leave their trucks. That's where the drivers report for duty from that customer's place of, let me say, from their distribution center. So you could be a dedicated local. Again, it just means that for those loads that come from that particular customer, you are taking them, you are home every day, you just take them to nearby places. You could be a dedicated regional driver. Again, you are still working for one customer, but you don't get home every day. It means you just get home maybe every weekend. You could also be a dedicated over-the-road driver, because all that dedicated means is you have an account or a customer that you are moving loads for. So that's the difference now when it comes to dedicated. And then if you've heard of final miles, or if you hear of, what do they call it? Installation specialist, or you hear of non-CDL positions. Those are positions that are to do with Class B. Some of them require you to have a Class B. Others don't require you to have a Class B. But what happens there is those are delivering. Oh, by the way, there are some final miles that are also Class A jobs. But final miles is like you are moving things like maybe mattresses, furniture, gym equipment, appliances, and you're taking them to customers. Again, those mostly are Class B or Class C, non-CDL positions, where you are just driving. Most of those are local positions. I think I've also seen some that are regional, but most of those, especially for Class B or Class C, those are going to be local positions. If it's a regional final mile, it most likely will be a Class A, and those I think are very few. I think I have seen, don't quote me on this, but I think I have seen a few of the final miles that are regional, but most of them are going to be Class B or non-CDL with local work. And so those are the differences, really. So when you hear of local, regional, intermodal, over the road, those are the differences. That's what those things mean. So I've been getting a lot of drivers who want me to differentiate what those positions are. So I hope this helps to clarify that. All right, guys, until next time, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye-bye.